The earth was plunged into darkness and was reclaimed by nature. Not for us, but for the machines. The time has come to find out why. Earth is ours no more.
What's up, YouTube? My name is Sergio, aka Dead Walker, and welcome to the Necro-Gaming Podcast. In today's show, I'll be ranting and discussing The Evil Within 2, Pokémon Stars, Horizon Zero Dawn, and other awesome gaming shit. This is the Necro-Gaming Podcast, where I try too hard, shit has no order, and I'm going all in with the whole Necro Dead shit. So, I've been really wanting to do a podcast, you guys. So, this is gonna be my way of doing that. This is gonna be my very first podcast. So I'm going all in. I'm gonna do my best to make these awesome. There's gonna be a lot of visual stuff, so it's gonna be it's not gonna be there's not gonna be a lot of happening visually, but it's gonna be. My goal is to make it entertaining for people that are just listening to podcasts or watching the videos, and they're gonna be split up into sections throughout the week and then released as a whole video by Saturday, hopefully. So Monday through Friday sections, and then the complete video on Saturday. That's my goal. That's my plan. I don't know. Sometimes it might not be 5 videos. Sometimes it might be less. It just depends on how long this podcast goes. But it's a gaming focused podcast, and it's gonna be my first attempt. Is the very first episode. So I do have like some type of it's not necessarily a script, but it's a guide to guide me through the podcast. So I'm gonna read this little part that I have, and then continue on with the podcast with the first section. So this is how this podcast is going to work. This show is going to be split into 5 sections, sometimes more, sometimes less. A section will be released each day, Monday through Friday, and as a complete video on Saturday. That's the goal. Again, it might be more sections. More videos, less videos, but the complete video will always be at the end. This show will evolve and improve over time, and if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. Then comment down below to get involved and help shape the show into something worthy of the undead. Again, I said I was gonna go all in with the whole Necro Dead shit, and that's what I'm going to do. Sorry if I look over there. It's just that I have a video preview, and for some reason I don't know. Anyways, so basically that's the gist of it, and let's get started with first section, and that's going to be the news and new releases. So I'm going to kick off the show with the very first segment of the podcast, Undead Weekly. Again, all in with the Necro Dead shit. Last time I'm gonna say it, hopefully. I don't know, I'm very nervous, guys. Anyways, Undead Weekly. So Undead Weekly is where I'll talk about any news that has come up in the past week that's caught my eye, that's caught my attention, or that I just wanted to rant and discuss about. Today we have 9 stories on that list. So number 1, The Evil Within might be getting a sequel. At least that's what we were getting at, or the assumptions is coming through. We're getting the leak, or the rumor is coming about because of a leaked job listing. There you go. My bad. I was losing my train of thought there. So the story comes from IGN and was written by Alex Osborne. The Evil Within 2 rumor was brought to light by Dust Golem over at NeoGAF, and per a job listing, development of Psycho Break 2, which would be the Japanese title for Evil Within 2, is targeting a PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Bethesda's Pete Hines has mentioned the possibility of an Evil Within sequel in the past in an interview with Finder.com/AU back in August 2016. I did my research, and he said, with the help of IGN, obviously, he said that he thinks the Evil Within, alongside Rage, which was another Bethesda published game back in the day, did well enough to deserve sequels. So obviously, it's not like they would like to do sequels if they could. And some thought that it was going to be announced last year, but from what I could tell, they were baseless rumors. So I couldn't find any concrete details of why people thought they were gonna be the Evil thing would have been announced the last E3. I couldn't find anything. But this actually, a job listing is a lot more concrete. Like they're looking for someone to help them make a game. It helped them develop Psycho Break 2, which again is would be the Japanese title for Evil Within 2. So this has some, at least some type of facts, some type of concrete fact that would make it a possibility that the Evil Within might be getting a sequel very soon. E3 is coming up in 3 months, so that, and Bethesda is gonna have a show there, I believe. I'm almost positive they're having another show this E3. So the Evil Within 2 is becoming a lot more likely. I've played the Evil Within, only the first chapter though. I don't even know if I finished the first chapter, but haven't played farther than that. But I would like to play that, continue to play, especially if a sequel's coming out, because I only played the first chapter, but I liked what I saw. Scary as fuck, but it was a lot of fun. Next, number 2 on the list is Game Freak might be preparing for a console Pokemon game. So the story again comes from IGN and was written by Joe Screbbles. Sorry if I butchered your last name there, but per job listing on Indeed, Game Freak is looking for a 3D CG designer that can work on characters, monsters, and items for a title that everyone knows. It also specifically states that this is for a console title. A second job listing asks for a character model creator that can create models that are up to par with the Wii U and PlayStation Vita graphics. So there's no mention of Pokemon anywhere, but it clearly is for a Pokemon game. I mean, it has to be. It'd be very surprising if it wasn't. The Pokemon company has already gone on record saying that there definitely will be Pokemon games on the Switch, Nintendo Switch, and there have also been multiple rumors that an upgraded Pokemon Sun and Moon game titled Pokemon Stars is in development. So those are just rumors, but I mean, they were talking about on job listing, they were talking about how it's a game that everyone knows, it's a game that's very popular worldwide, and I mean, what other than couple other games, only than another 2 different IPs, Game Freak specifically just works on Pokemon games for the 3 Nintendo devices and 3DS and stuff like that. So it's almost a guarantee that Pokemon, it might not be called Pokemon Stars, but there's definitely a Pokemon game coming very soon for Nintendo Switch. Number 3 on the list is EA's E3 2017 video game lineup, and it's going to be Star Wars Battlefront sequel, which is basically the biggest and only really thing worth talking about. But they're also going to have FIFA 18, NBA Live 18, Madden Foul 18. I'm not a big sports fan aside from the baseball games, and I want to try NHL. Seems a lot of fun, but they don't make NHL, or they do, but it's not going to be there. It's not on the lineup. Anyways, and a new Need for Speed game. So those are the 2 big ones for me that I'm excited about. The last Need for Speed game I played was Most Wanted. No, I didn't even play that one. It was the last PS3 game. The last Need for Speed game that I played was the one that came out on PS3 before they released the Need for Speed game on the PlayStation 4. I believe that's the last time I played. And Star Wars Battlefront, I played the beta. Didn't buy the game. It's been on sale quite a few times, so I've been wanting it. I just haven't had the chance to actually buy it, you know. Next up is stuff that I want to discuss. It's the stuff to discuss section where I talk about stuff that isn't necessarily news, but I felt I wanted to rant or discuss about anyways. They are still part of the same list, the previous list, so we are gonna move on to number 4. But I just want to state that all the following news and stuff and stories I discussed are all on IGN, or I got them all from IGN, unless stated otherwise, because IGN is where I get most of my news. So number 4, Microsoft has announced a new Xbox One controller series. So the controller in question is the Recon Tech Special Edition controller. It has rubber on the back of the controller, compatible with Windows 10 and Samsung Gear VR through Bluetooth, aside from the Xbox One, obviously. It's going to cost $70, which is pretty pricey to be honest. And it's going to be out on April 25th worldwide. That's one thing that I like about the Xbox. I used to have an Xbox One, sold it because I wasn't using it. It's basically paperweight for me, but I do plan to get one soon. I was gonna get the One S, but because Scorpio's so close, I'm just gonna have to wait. I want to wait, but I like that they make official custom controllers. You know, aside from the custom controllers that website you can customize your own controller. They have the Elite controller, which is freaking amazing. I wish PlayStation would do the same, but they don't. There are some pro controllers, but they're not PlayStation brand. I would really like a PlayStation branded Elite PlayStation 4 controller. But I digress. I'm not sure if I used that word right, but I believe I did. Anyways, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Number 5, For Honor Microtransaction Dilemma. So they're not necessarily microtransactions per se, but they are microtransactions in some sense. Anyways, Reddit user bystander 007 came up with this idea that within 2 hours a day and completing all daily missions, it would take, if you were playing for 2 hours a day and completing all daily missions, which is what someone that would be playing, if you only focused on For Honor for 2 hours a day, completing all the daily missions, it would take 2.51 years to unlock everything without paying, and that's not including new content that comes by updates and DLC. That's a shitload of time to be able to unlock everything. And again, that's if you played 2 hours every day and completed every daily mission. So I can see, Ubisoft went on record on saying that the game's not you're not meant to unlock everything with this. So I kind of want to say it's a load of bullshit, to be honest, because you want to play, you know what I mean? Like, it should be, I don't know, it's very difficult. And like, so unless you're paying money to unlock this stuff, you would have to play again 2 hours every day and complete all the daily missions to be able to unlock the stuff. That's ridiculous, man. I don't know. Hopefully, they're not gonna change it. Obviously, look at all the freaking supply drop stuff that's going on with Call of Duty games, and it's not gonna change. It's gonna stay like that, they're trying to defend it by saying you're not meant to unlock everything, but that's a lot of bullshit, especially for the completionist in me, and a lot of you out there, I'm sure, are completionists too. This is a load of bullshit. Number 6, Razer wants to pay gamers to play games, kind of. So Razer has announced a new pay-to-play program. Launching video games through the Razer Cortex will earn you Z Silver, a Razer virtual currency. So it's not necessarily cash, but it has some type of cash value within their Razer store. And Razer Cortex is a program, obviously. It's like a game launcher, kind of like Steam, but not really. But that's what it kind of is. There are currently only 4 games being supported for the pay-to-play program. Razer's pay-to-play program. There's Paladins, League of Legends, Counter-Strike Global Offense, and Overwatch. Paladins and League of Legends, to my knowledge, are free-to-play games. Counter-Strike Global Offense you can buy for like $5, $2, $3, it's really cheap. And Overwatch is obviously a $60 game that you can find on sale. The cheapest I've seen is $31.99, I believe. So I'm sure most of you have at least one of these games, or at least, you can play Paladins, League of Legends for free. Z Silver can be used towards Razer products, discount vouchers for Razer products, and exclusive Razer swag. Like this cool LED cup holder. I thought it was pretty cool. Anyways, you will earn 3 silver per minute. But for the first 2 weeks of this program launching, I believe it's not when you sign up, but when it's launching. So it might be less than 2 weeks now. You'll earn 6 per minute. I'm not sure if there's a cap per day. It didn't mention. I didn't see that mentioned anywhere. But 3 silver per minute. Obviously, there's a lot with this. You know what I mean? You're not gonna make tons and tons of money on this, but making anything at all and earning enough to get free stuff is pretty cool. There's more than what you would have had before. So that's, there's other than having to download a program, another program on your PC, and having to launch it through Razer Cortex. There's no really bad side of it, in my opinion, But I digress again. Hopefully I'm using that word right. Sorry, guys. I'll look it up after this. Number 7. Bioware considering options to fix Mass Effect Andromeda character creation and animations. So, Mass Effect Andromeda is a great game, in my opinion. One of the biggest issues people have been talking about is the low quality of the character animations and character creation, I believe. I didn't see, I'm not sure what they mean by character creation. I'm assuming the options, if not the facial features, but like the options seem pretty okay to me. I didn't see a problem with that. I definitely saw messed up animations, but to be honest, I guess it should be better. It definitely should be better. But a lot of people are saying that it was better before. To be honest, I remember it being just as bad in Mass Effect 2. So I'm not trying to defend them. Trust me, like you know what I mean. It's kind of messed up, but regardless, I'm still having fun with the game. I've played for about an hour, thanks to the Origin Access free trial, the 10-hour free trial. I've played for an hour so far, and I'm having fun with it. But there are definitely problems. I can vouch for that, because you can. It's obvious. It's awkward. The cinematics are awkward. Anyways, they said there's no guarantee that they're going to fix it, but they're considering future patches to address the character creation and animations in Mass Effect Andromeda. So let's hope that they do decide to fix it if they can, and if they not, again, even if they don't, guys, it's a fun game. Number 8, Resident Evil 7 was originally more like Resident Evil 6. On a video over on the official Resident Evil YouTube channel, producer Masachika Kawada, sorry if I did not say that correctly, revealed that the studio was struggling to come up with fresh ideas when they first started development on Resident Evil 7. As the team struggled to make the game feel fresh and different, executive producer John Tekuchi, sorry again if I butchered that last name, shared his idea of using a first-person view with high emphasis on horror. So I own Resident Evil 7, have not even opened it. There's so many other games to play, and I hardly have time to play Horizon, so it's pretty hard to make time for everything. So I will get to Resident Evil 7 one day. That being said, I've played almost every Resident Evil game. I own every Resident Evil game. So I basically own every Resident Evil game, and I've played almost all of them. So I saw the evolution. I'm not old enough. I obviously didn't play all of them when they came out, but I eventually owned all of them, and I played them in different lengths of time. The one I played the most being Resident Evil 4, which was a lot of fun. Anyways, I played Resident Evil 5, beat it many times. Resident Evil 6, I played it on the demo version, but I own it now. I just haven't gotten to it. That being said, I liked it. I liked the action-y aspect, but I really enjoyed Resident Evil 4 the most out of every single one that I've played. So the fact that they went back to their roots, it's pretty damn awesome. Don't get me wrong, I would have bought it regardless if it was more like 6 than anything, but I'm glad that they went back to the roots, and it turned out to be an amazing game according to all the reviews and according to YouTubers and stuff like that. So that's pretty damn awesome. Can't wait to play that and probably play it for the channel. Number 9, Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 remix will have a day 1 patch. So I'm a really big fan of Kingdom Hearts, another series where I have owned every single Kingdom Hearts game to date. I even have the remasters. You can probably see them right here. These are the PS3 remasters. I have the 2.8 remix, or whatever it's called, completion one over there. All of them limited editions. So I own them all, especially the new ones, and I'm gonna be getting this one, I believe, by the time this video is out. If not, the day after, it will have released. But regardless, the patch will be available on launch day and will fix a bunch of bugs, including some unintended changes due to the 60 FPS upgrade. That's something I didn't know, so that's pretty cool. I didn't know that they upgraded the games to 60 FPS. I wonder if the other PlayStation 4 one is at 60 FPS, and I know those are 30 FPS because those are the ones that are being remastered here. I'm gonna buy it. I'm a big fan of Kingdom Hearts, such a big fan that I named my daughter after Kairi. So, boom. So that's that. That's it for the news section. So this is probably gonna be a break. Not sure how long this has been going. Let me see. Boom, 20 minutes. This is definitely gonna be one section. So that's it for this one. We're gonna continue with the podcast, but those of you that are watching this video on Monday, be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below if anything that I talked about so far on the podcast, and let me know what you guys think. So